for over multiple decades. And we have a livestock sourcing team. There's about 10 people that operate nationally, and they source about 8,500 head of cattle per week, 24,000 lambs and 16,000 pigs. And we have long-term partnerships with our farmers and feedlots that are really important to both them, price assurance and surety of payment. We forward contract all of our livestock to make sure that they know what's coming, but also in return, as a result of that, we get that high quality product that is to spec for our customers 365 days of the year. Certainly from a Greenstock perspective, some of the things that we focus on that are challenges, but I think also are opportunities, is what is the role that we can really play with our farmers and our feedlots and our primary processors in bringing a supply chain together to be more resilient, more robust, but also more sustainable, more cost efficient. You know, we've seen costs inflate over the last couple of years, but then also, you know, value add and differentiation so that our customers choose to turn left at Woolworths to come and get the quality product that we have on their shelves. So we're always thinking about these complex challenges and how do we partner in the best way possible to have win-win relationships with our suppliers for a better tomorrow. With regard to sustainability, there's a couple of key areas that we're always focused on. Animal welfare for our customers and also for us and our farmers is the number one priority. So continuing to drive and evolve animal welfare across pork, beef and lamb is just, it's a non-negotiable for us. With regards to other areas of sustainability that we're focusing on, it really is welfare, emissions and then partnering, and how does our role in partnering play out so that we can help our farmers to be more sustainable, more cost efficient, more productive, which then in turn obviously gets the best result for our customers. With regards to waste, for us Greenstock's actually all about how do we extract maximum value out of that carcass. Because the more value I can extract out of that carcass, or that we can extract out of that carcass, means the better returns we can have, whether that's in retail, food services or export, but then also it means there's more money in the supply chain for everyone, whether that's our primary processors, our farmers, our feedlots and the like. So the livestock sector in Australia is phenomenal, and I feel so privileged to have been a part of this industry for my whole career. I actually couldn't imagine going anywhere else, and for a kid that thought they were going to be a criminal lawyer and a forensic scientist, once I got into ag, I've never looked back. Some of the innovation that I see, and you know, I've had the luxury of possibly what I think is one of the best careers ever, where I've played a role in online marketplaces. We've looked at putting in automation in physical sale yards, live export, agri-tech, all sorts of things, then operations for large cattle companies, and now working with retail. For me, there's so many opportunities to innovate. The biggest learning I've probably had in industry is you can't do it alone. You actually have to listen, collaborate, learn, and most of the solutions are actually coming from the farmers from the ground up, and that's usually productivity. I think genetics is, you know, a game changer and an untapped resource for us, and really looking at all the different ways you can innovate across that food supply chain. So the team and I had the most phenomenal opportunity to spend some time with Dr. John Gilliland's team over on the land of Douth in Ireland last year, and this was like a kid's sweet shop of amazingness, this farm, where they were spending time focusing on how they give nature a nudge. So they were releasing more partridges into the farm because they were getting picked off by chicken hawks, but by having that biodiversity, it was helping the grasses grow, and it opened up my eyes to how that they were working together to drive productivity and performance, and you know, multi-species swards to put more carbon into the soil, but as a result of that, the animals were getting fatter, and just this real circle that goes, if you're improving your land and your soil health, your animal health, and then subsequently your human health, it is a real virtuous cycle, and that we don't need to be asking our farmers to do things that don't drive better outcomes in their business. Diversity in gender, but not just gender, in every way possible, is just, maybe I'm getting old, and it's actually this realisation that all the different people that come to the table contribute to ideas that didn't exist until all those people were in the room together. And for me, diversity is critical, but also creating an environment where it's safe to bring your real self to the table is even more important, and that to me is what gets the best out of your people, but also in return, gets the best for our business as a result of doing that. Authenticity, vulnerability, I'm always accused of oversharing. Things like that mean that people feel safe to be themselves and to really excel, and I think a team that operates well, and I'd say one of the most things I'm proud of is the Greenstock team, my senior leadership team. They honestly want each other to be so successful, but also our partners, our farmers, our feedlots, and people across the Woolworths ecosystem. And I think when you get that, that's the magic that makes great teams, but also great businesses. I think sometimes I forget the journey I've been on, and it's events like Beef Week when I get to come and see people who I haven't seen for a while and connect and remember the highs and the lows, and there's been some bloody big lows along the way, in how I've partnered and worked with people across our industry for better. And I think that's what you get from me. I'm probably emotional and very authentic, but I also I want the best for you, but also expect you to do the best for me and my team as well.